Okay guys, g'day and welcome back. So today I want to give you one bit of advice. Now, if you're just starting out in industry or you're just going in to do training, right, if there's one bit of advice I can give you, right, that is just be very, very careful of exactly who you listen to. Right, now the reason I wanted to talk about this is I was getting ready for work this morning, had a bit of YouTube playing in the background, and I had a video come on. Now, this video was from somebody who's been around in industry a little while, and I'm not going to mention any names because realistically I don't want any of my students to go look him up and listen to anything that he's telling them, all right? You can get told some very wrong information. So what this guy was saying on this video was, imagine your crane was good for, let's say 20 ton on your load charts, but you only had 2 parts of rope in your hook block and you had 5 ton line pull. So essentially you can only lift 10 ton with 2 parts of line. Even though the crane's good for 20, you're restricted by your winch line pull. Now what this guy was trying to tell people is that if you're lifting a load that's about 9,980 kilos, right, so you're going to reach that 98-99% of your lift capacity. He was trying to tell people, all right, just tell your computer you've got that extra part of line and it's going to stop the alarms going off. Because he was saying, well, if you rope up too quickly, it's going to just stop on you and all the rest of it. Of course it's going to stop on you because every time you lift a load, there's dynamic forces involved, all right? If you go up too quick, it's going to take that extra force and it's going to cut you out. And what you're going to end up doing is overloading your winch, overloading the rope, and doing a whole heap of nasty things. It may not do any damage at the moment, but it can fatigue stuff, and further on down the line, it's only going to progressively get worse and worse and worse. All right, so if you need to lift something that weighs very close to your winch line pull, don't be lazy. All right, just put another part of line in it. All right, it's going to make everything a lot easier. Now, I do know that some cranes, they'll quite easily lift the winch line pull. It doesn't mean that you should. All right, but you also get other cranes that really do struggle when you get close to that winch line pull. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. All right, if you are that close to it, just put another part of line in it. Put another 2 parts in if you need to. All right, don't go lying to the computer. Now, I say this because one incident that happened to me quite a few years ago was, I remember on a shutdown we had to cross hire a crane. All right, so we cross hired it to 50 Liebherr. Now the company we cross-hired it from, they couldn't supply a night shift operator. So the day shift operator was operating in it, and I came in and I drove that machine on the night shift. Now, when I was getting into the crane, all right, I'll do the pre-start, I have a look, all right, I noticed it's got the base plate on it, so it's only got the base plate, and it had 4 parts of line in the main hook. I jump in the top cab, kick her in the guts, look at the computer screen, and the computer screen's reading it's got 8 parts of line in the main hook and it's got fully slabbed counterweight. All right. So if you put that information in the computer, all right, if you forget about it, all right, it's very easy for things to go real bad real quick. All right. Don't lie to your computer. All right. Just put in there what is actually on there. Now it's funny enough that this guy that I was listening to this morning also happened to work for the same company that we cross-hired this crane from. All right. For all I know, he may have been the day shift operator. I don't know because I never met the day shift operator on that instance. All right. So if you're just starting out, look, be very, very careful who you listen to because some people will lead you astray. They will get you into trouble. All right. Now, the whole purpose in doing these videos is because I myself am a high-risk trainer and I know what needs to be taught to get through the licenses. All right. So be very careful because some people will give you misinformation. And look, that's one of the main reasons I started doing these videos is to help the students to pass the assessments and giving them information that's relevant for them to pass the assessment. Even if you've already gone through and done your training and you're still green, just be very careful who you listen to out on site as well. If you think something doesn't sound right, it's probably not. So go ask some of the other workers and get their opinion as well, all right? So that's just my quick gripe. It really annoyed me when I saw that this morning, so I just thought I'd get this quick one out there. All right, just be very, very careful of exactly who you're going to listen to when you're out there, all right? Okay, so thanks for your time, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you.